Yeah, so we've arrived, and this is the island of Houtskari. I think it's, well, Houtskari in Finnish. Yeah, because the islands around here, they're mainly Swedish speaking, or the people at least are Swedish speaking Finns. Oh, here we go, here's a map. So we're currently, if you look on the left side, we're sort of on that middle island. Mossala is the town, I think. Oh, and in Swedish, towns, if it's like this one, which is like Nasbu, the BY basically means town. So it's like the town of Nas. Brown signs are for the keep you on track for the ring road that goes around the archipelago. Well, it's a little bit more atmospheric than Nottingham's ring road. So a lot of the roads that go around these islands, they're basically these almost single track roads that just go from town to town. And people actually, I think people actually legit live out here. They're not just all the summer cottages. And since some of those ferries only depart 4 times daily, I guess you can sometimes be a bit stuck. Oh, look at this. Valmet tractor. That tractor is actually built in Finland. Valmet is portmanteau of Valtion Metallit, which is basically government metals, and it was basically like a government heavy machinery company. Oh, here we go, approaching another, they're called these sort of little connecting cable ferries, they're called lossi in Finnish, and on the shorter connections between the, what's this chap doing? On the shorter runs, you literally just have this platform. I'm not sure what the etiquette here is, but if I understand correct, is that regardless of whether you're a bike or car, is that you wait your turn in the queue. So these yellow ones, these yellow lossi, these are the smaller ones. The one that I just came off, that's one of the two sort of bigger connecting ferries. It's only one of them you have to pay for, otherwise all of these other ones, they're all free, and which is pretty good actually. I mean, I wouldn't call this sort of like a, if you're looking to come here and do the Isle of Man TT around the islands, it's not really that. It's sort of more enjoying the surroundings, going for a swim, have something to eat. I mean, most people will probably do it over a couple of 3-4 days, like sort of stop and stay on an island. I've just decided to try and do it in a day, and then maybe might stay on one of the other islands on the way back. And what's this little pit bike? Kid on the pit bike. I just can't get enough of that that startup. It's so peachy sweet, the noise. 60 tons. Oop, looks like I'm going to tip the scales on this one. That was quick. Back went up and then we're straight off. Damn, I need to go for a dump. These islands are also famous for these little boat wharves where you sort of park your boat in these little huts. Man, it must be hot up in that control tower. Hopefully they got air conditioning, because damn, it is hot. Holy crap, should have kept my brakes on. Man, couldn't have asked for a better day. Björk. Town of Björk. I'm gonna find a nice, oh my god, 2 caravans. What a shitter. Yes, as I was saying, yeah, it's not some kind of thing where on these islands themselves you're gonna get to race around, but it's more just doing it for the sake of doing a trip. Like, well, there isn't much really. Sort of several islands. I mean, Isle of Wight, I guess, is a rough comparison, but there's but it's just one single island. You can do There are some pretty nice roads there as well. I've learnt my lesson from Baron's video, is don't be obnoxious and have your bike turned on or your car turned on when no one's getting off the fucking boat. Oh, it looks like a... is that a hunting hut? Could be. Could be. See, but even when you're stuck behind a caravan, when you're on a triple, it's just, you know, the noise keeps you company. Just that nice whistle, always there. Just how could you ever get bored of listening to this? Yeah, people come and cycle these roads, do the full 250 kilometers or 290 kilometers all the way around island to island to island. And you can basically just camp out. I think most Nordic countries have these grandfathered right to camp and be sort of nomadic. So as long as you do it on sort of government land and you don't make a mess, it's cool. You can then just go out there, pitch a tent, don't even need to pay a fiver. There you go, there's Finland's economy's national pastime, forestry, freshly logged, probably ready to be planted. Look at the beautiful forest, light dappling onto the ferns. I don't know if I can stand this shit anymore. Right, that was perhaps the most skillful thing I've ever done on a bike, is to with one hand do up my helmet. Yeah, so this is basically what Finnish people do in the summertime. They pretty much take the whole of July off and come into the middle of nowhere, specifically not to be able to talk to anybody and just sit in the sauna and swim. Oh, here we go, approaching another lossi. I mean, you've got to admit, guys, when you look at this, I mean, it's pretty idyllic. Hardly anyone around. Warm blue sea, clear blue skies, almost clear blue skies. When you go to your cottage, or if you rent a cottage around here, and then it's just you, your friends or your family, and a bit of sailing, a bit of swimming, lots of sauna, plenty of grilling, plenty of beer for that matter. Well, in 2 kilometers I officially go over my 600 kilometer allowance that I've got for the rental over the 4 days. Every 100 kilometers beyond that is 20 euros. Yeah, so on this rental I've paid 135 euros a day, and that 135 euros includes 150 kilometers per day. And I've had a look at some, I mean, for example, when I did it in Japan, if you sort of got their self-guided tour package, they gave you, I think they gave you unlimited miles, part of the price in Finland, because like VAT is something stupid like 24%. So just on this rental, you know, the government's got 100 euros out of it. But I can't complain though. It's not many places in the world you can rent a 1-year-old speed triple. So I figure I'll stomach the cost, and this kind of stuff you only need to do it once. No need to do it all the time. And besides, what am I going to do with 500 euros once you kick the bucket? Can't take money with you. At least you can take the experience though, which is just as good. Ah, this is like motocross, waiting and ready to go. Yeah, always apply your brakes and wait. There we go. Well, hey, another caravan. The only thing on these roads is if you come and do this, just watch the gravel on some of the corners. It's mainly good at the end of winter, after they've gravelled and salted the roads. They come with like one of those road vacuum cleaners, and that sucks up all the dirt. So you get left with a pretty good surface, but that doesn't account for any bits of farm traffic and whatever throughout the year like that there, or just bits of tarmac coming loose. But you can see why with these roads, why Finns become rally drivers. Because if you live out in the countryside and internet is shit, well, even before times when there were internet, and you've got a car or a little 50cc bike, and you've got these curvy roads, and from a young age you then learn how to do power on, power off. Let's carry on. Right. See? Look at that. Proper wave. Doesn't matter if you're a cruiser, doesn't matter if you're on a sport bike. Oh, nice bottom. And if you see like a yacht which is moored up against the side like that, usually it's someone's summer cottage there, and more often than not they'll probably sail from wherever they live, sail out to these islands, and then sail back again. Overtake opportunity. Oh, look at this beautiful corner. And they're just one after the other. Once you get past the caravan, sort of the cars luckily travel in packs, because when they go on the loss, they sort of, that breaks them up. So it means that between the gaps, you've just got empty stretches like these. Oh my god, look at this. I'm sure you can understand why I don't have a lot to say. What is there to say? It's not the Alps, but to me, I don't know, maybe it's a it might be unfair, because for me this is my childhood, it's all my nostalgia is linked into this of being here in summertime. Wowzer. There's all trees ready to go. Okay, I'll catch you guys later.